So today I'm going to be having a quick look at the Microsoft Arc mouse. Now I unboxed the Arc keyboard quite recently, and while I had thought it was new, it turns out that was one of my coworkers playing a prank on me. I didn't even think to look it up and find out that the Arc keyboard is not a new product at all, but I figured, hey, since I've gone and unboxed the keyboard, I might as well do the mouse too. So it works with Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, OS X, and that's pretty much it as far as what it says on that side. It is designed for comfort and folds for portability, so that's pretty cool. Then it has a picture of the mouse. And then on the back, we find the mouse folds on a strong metal hinge to 60% of its fully expanded size. The folding motion turns the mouse on or off, and the micro transceiver snaps into the bottom of the mouse, just like the keyboard, I'm assuming. The advanced performance includes laser tracking for precision and 2.4 gigahertz wireless with up to 30-foot range. So something like this would be perfect, like I said with the keyboard, that isn't new, for something like a media PC. If you want something that just kind of, you can sit on the couch, it doesn't take up a lot of space, that sort of thing. So here is the mouse itself. So it has kind of a neat shape to it, and I'm still kind of puzzling about how to get the box open. Like, this almost looks like something that should sit on a retail hook if it had a little thing here, like where it would just sit like this. And that would kind of work for it too, I think. That's okay, let's open it up. Okay, and here they have the little test printy thing. MS color bar, V5. Okay, that's not important. All right, inside we find documentation, including the Microsoft product guide, which tells you how to avoid damaging it, how to select an appropriate power source, how to use a mouse and keyboard without injuring yourself, how to not look directly into the laser. All right, all the useful information. Download software. Hey, Microsoft has it figured out. Look at this. They don't include a software DVD. All you do is you download the software from Microsoft.com/hardware. This is what I always tell people to do anyway. Brilliant. Okay, so then that's pretty much all it says. Oh no, it has more information. So, you need to install the batteries, insert the transceiver, and then fold for portability when you're not using it. So that's a very simple setup guide. There we go. I don't know what's going to be in here. This is a mystery. But you open this up, and then inside we find batteries. So this accepts AAA batteries, and it includes a couple of Duracell ones. By default, I'm guessing this pouch is for the mouse. It's kind of a like a suede-y sort of leathery material. Seems reasonably durable. There's like little stiffener pieces in the top, and they're magnetic strips. Look at that. So that keeps the bag closed, even though it's actually quite easy to open because they're like those flexible magnets. Very cool. Okay. And inside here, so I figured out how to get the mouse up. You take these two little tabs, you fold them down, and then once you do that, the whole plastic tab will fit up through the top. And then the mouse will come out, just like that. Oh, that was simple. Okay, so here, at the bottom of the mouse, we find the little USB transceiver, which clips into place with a magnet. So appropriate use of magnets on this particular product. It's very, very small. And the mouse itself is actually also very, very small. Cameraman just got an SSD, so he wants me to compare it in size to his SSD, which he'll be using to not take forever to load games while we wait for him in the lobby. Okay, so there's his SSD, and here is the mouse. So here we have a scroll wheel, we have a left and a right click, so it's nothing too complicated as far as that goes. The ergonomic shape is actually, it's not bad considering how small it folds up. So why don't we take the mouse and put it inside the little pouch, because that's where it's supposed to go. So the mouse is going home. There it goes. And then you can close it up. And then you can throw that in your laptop bag, I guess. It actually has quite a bit of strength, even when it's folded. Like, you wouldn't worry about breaking it. You can see how it's braced quite well against itself there. So let me have a look. Oh, it's got non-slip pads here and here. So if you're using it on a surface where, it's not particularly slippery, you still don't have to really worry about that. The laser's in not a centered location, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it still works fine. Let's get the battery compartment open. So if you were going to install the batteries, you'd put them in here. And I think that pretty much covers it. You know what? Before we wrap this up, why don't I just go over to cameraman's desk here, put it next to his other Microsoft mouse, which I hate this mouse. It's so laggy. But this one seems like it would probably be pretty good. Oh, it has another button. Check this out. It's got what I'm going to assume is a browser back button, which in my opinion is an essential button on any mouse these days. I can't remember how I lived without it. It's like going back to a mouse that doesn't have a scroll wheel. Like that'd be the worst thing ever. So it actually has 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can press the middle click. It feels not bad. I'm actually really surprised, and I'm kind of harping on this issue, but it actually feels surprisingly good. The mouse buttons have a good clicky tactile feel to them. This is a little bit out of reach for me. Like if I had bigger hands, you can see my thumb isn't even close to reaching that button, but I don't think it'd be a problem for me if I had bigger hands. Either way, thank you for checking out my unboxing and first look at the Microsoft Arc foldable portable mouse.